Before discovering Godot, I used to make projects on Unity, but after some controversies regarding download fees and problems I encountered while using the editor, I decided to move to a new engine, which ended up being Godot. These older Unity projects are subpar to say the least, but I was reminded of a project that I had worked on over 2 years ago. While textures are non-existent and the particles are shitty, I found the idea of a crippled mage climbing a tower using only a single fireball spell to propel himself a fun idea. While my projects in Godot aren't that much of an improvement from my Unity ones, I'd like to think I improved over the 2 years and decided to remake this project in the engine. As always, I started with the pixel art, the mage that will become the player. My skills proved to be even shittier than usual, but I plan to experiment with fractals later instead of just confining the poor guy into a wheelchair, so this sorry excuse for a player sprite won't be used for long. The fireball turned out better, since it was a much easier thing to draw. I wanted to make a brick tile set, but ended up struggling with trying to make the bricks all fit in together. But my effort turned out to be a waste of time when I realized the tile set looked like this in the editor. The set itself didn't turn out that bad though. In the editor, I set up this tile set as a terrain and gave it a physics layer so that characters can interact with them. I then set up the player as a character body and applied gravity in code. I then set up the projectile shooter to point a little white box at the mouse. After setting up the fireball, I got the mage to shoot them out of the little white box after some trial and error. I then tried to propel the mage in the opposite direction to where he shot the fireball, and it kinda worked, but showed how slippery the ground was. I considered just switching the player into a rigid body, but my laziness told me to just add some friction in code, and it ended up working fine. Even after setting the camera and trying some other changes, the movement felt a bit off, so I just gave up and made a half-decent explosion particle effect. After making a prototype level in like 5 minutes, this is how it turned out. Added a cooldown between each fireball so players can't just constantly spam the ball. After a progress bar to check the cooldown and some other minor changes, the basic mechanics were done. For the obstacle, I drew this spiked ball that would knock the player down and stun them until they hit the ground. I gotta say, this is probably my favorite thing I drew. It's not bad, but I only got like 2 views out of it, with one being mine. After that, adding the ball into the game and adding the stun mechanics were surprisingly easy. I added a bunch of them to the makeshift level and made my friends play. Enjoy the sped up gameplay while they accidentally open new tabs from opening programs from the taskbar.